Hi, welcome back to the second half of the Calgary Colts taking on the London Beefeaters. It was all Calgary in the first half, up 43-0 over London. Calgary firing on all cylinders. The running game with Dylan Minchell working great. Bailey Wasdell using his entire core of receivers to score a couple touchdowns, as well as the defense holding London off the scoreboard. Keeping an eye on a couple of other CJFL games going on right now. Edmonton Huskies are up 11-0 over the Regina Thunder. That's after the first quarter. And Saskatoon Hilltops are up 21-7 over the Winnipeg Rifles, also in the first. Just in terms of playoff implications here, again, Calgary needs to win out the rest of their season, with Winnipeg dropping all of their games in order for Calgary to make the playoffs. So Winnipeg holding up their part there, down 21-7 in that game, and Calgary up 43 here. So could go to at least the next week here. Also, if you're a fan of CFL football, 2 o'clock kickoff for Calgary Stampeders taking on the Saskatchewan Roughriders. So, Calgary elected to kick in the first. Calgary elected to kick in the first half here, and so they will be receiving. The kick is a short one, almost onside, and Calgary's able to come down with the ball. That was a good job on Omari Frazier to pick up that short kick. And the Calgary Colts will take the ball at their own 45-yard line. Well, be interesting to see how the Colts approach this second half here. Already up by 43 here. Wasdell still in the game for Calgary. Oh, Wasdell with the snap, and elects to keep it himself. And gets a few yards on that play. And we'll move it up 2nd and 7. Alright, so we're back here. Calgary Colts with their offense on the field. A little bit of run from Minchell. So 13:25. I'm sorry, a minute 30 gone already in the third quarter here. So Calgary 3rd and 2nd, so their punting team will come out, and another London Beefeater player is down on one knee there.
Seems like they're starting to cramp up. Higher altitude might be doing something to them.
Maybe, yeah. Taking a look, I think that's number 50, 59.
Yeah, I think that was the number.
So 59 for London, so Jaden Baker-Francis, defensive lineman. Just taking a minute there, so Calgary punt team will take a minute to organize themselves. Be interesting to see how both these teams approach this game. Again, score is very much one-sided, 43-0 for the Colts.
It's first down.
First down. So, London going to work here. There's the snap. Flag flies. London continuing to go with number 12, Spencer Bowman, at quarterback after Clark McCallum took a hard hit and was knocked out of the game. So, Bowman will see some playing time here.
I don't even see number 11 in a jersey.
Yeah, he might be...
Oh, there he is.
over on the sidelines?
Yeah.
Perfect. Oh, good to see that he's still on the sidelines and have to receive any additional care there. So, London gets pushed back 5 yards, so it'll be 1st and 15 from their own 50.
We'll see what John Screes.
There's the snap. Bowman looking to the sideline, and he's got a receiver, and not quite a first down.
To be a couple yards shy.
So, good chance for London to maybe get a first down here and push into Calgary territory. Bowman checking out his receivers to both sides. And elects to run it on the ground. And good run.
And it looks like he got it.
Pushes back through a couple of tackles. That was John Colker Grant, so we've seen him make a couple of good plays here. So first down for London, and his first half is off to a better, or second half is off to a better start for them. This is some of the better field position that they've had so far.
Sure, this is not what Coach Scratch wanted coming out of the half.
No, you still want your defense coming out strong, even with the score. So, Bowman, a little bit of a low snap, and he's going to give it to the running game as well. And good job on the Colts, number 29, to make that stop.
That was a little bit better pursuit to the ball, loss of a couple.
So that was Kendrick Ankerma?
I'm not touching that one. We should have a trivia question if someone actually knows how to do that.
Yeah. So, London here will be 2nd and 11. Low snap. Bowman under pressure. He scrambles out of the pocket. And he's going to be looking and almost into the hands of the Colts, number 5.
Aiden Gelfand.
Gelfand almost able to capitalize on a quarterback that was under all sorts of pressure and just made a low throw into a dangerous area there. So illegal contact there is the call. That will enable
Should be
London to push it up and make it
second and 2?
2, it looks like, yeah. So, London rushes into position. Only 5 seconds left on the play clock here. Gotta get the ball off. There's the snap. Bowman under pressure again. Evades a tackle. Runs to the left side. Tries to plant his feet. Ball is up and intercepted by Calgary. Brought back to about the 25-yard line.
Jordy Kabamba.
Kambamba. Again, Bowman under all sorts of pressure there. Throws it in just a dangerous pass. Picked off by Kambamba. Able to plant his feet, turn, and make a couple yards. Calgary will get the ball deep in their own end, but good turnover by the defense there.
So you got an injured Beefeater again?
Yep. So, medical staff out again. So, a few penalties don't make a difference, and Calgary will take over possession.
NFL update, the Bears are beating the Steelers.
There you go. Well, it is that time of season. Football underway in every facet there.
Yeah, it looks like he'll be all right.
Oh. Calgary will take possession. The penalties push him back to the 10-yard line, but turnover's a turnover. Calgary gets possession.
I'll take the ball.
And Bailey Wasdal is looking to add to their lead. Colts still up 43-0 over the Beefeaters. Wasdal looks like he's signaling to his bench.
We need a play or something.
And the officials will get the clock going here. 10:24 left to go in the third quarter. Wasdal up observing his defense. There's the snap. Hands it off and right down the middle. I think that was Rose.
Yeah, Landon
with the
Rose.
carry. Landon Rose just barrels through and makes a first down.
I don't think anyone touched him to about the 22-yard line.
Yeah. It's a good job by Calgary's offensive line to make a little bit of room there. So, 1st and 10 from the 26 of Calgary. Wasdal calling out the play. 3 receivers to that wide side, but they're going to hand it off. No, he keeps it, and he's got a wide open Jesse Kuntz, who's got it down the sideline to about the 35. That'll be another first down for Calgary. Looked like a little bit of a defensive mix-up on London there, as Jesse wasn't under any sort of pressure to catch that ball. Oh. Calgary will go again, 1st and 10 from the 45. One man in the backfield, a pass back to Jesse, and bounced off, tried to make a diving lunge to get the deflected ball, but all for naught, and Calgary will reset, 2nd and 10.
Yeah, it seems like they're moving the ball quite efficiently. You'll see if they can capitalize on this 2nd down.
While still having a word with his offensive line. Still has Rose in the backfield. And drops back. Looks to go to the air. And he has Jesse on the far sideline. Goes, that's a first down and more. Give him an extra 10 yards on that run. He goes out of bounds at about the 45 of London.
It looks like they're starting to get some of the other guys into the game.
So, 1st and 10 for Calgary as they move into London territory. Wasdal going with the same formation, just with Rose in the backfield, goes to the far sideline. He's got a receiver, and going to the 10-yard line and push out of bounds. They're going to call that the 4-yard line.
By Tariq Anderson, I believe.
Tariq Anderson making a great catch and run. And again, a couple Beefeaters down on the ground right by the goal line. So Calgary will push all the way up to the 4-yard line, 1st and goal for Calgary. Medical staff for London will come back out.
So you think the altitude's affecting these guys at all, or do you think?
Yeah, I think because if you're taking a look, it looks like most of the players are going down not after hard hits or anything, just with cramps and needing to catch their breath. So London maybe not acclimatized to playing at this altitude.
Well, London's probably pretty close to sea level, I would imagine.
Yep, and just about there. I'm sure they'll be happy to get back. They've got a couple more games left to go in their season as well. Just taking a look at what they have upcoming here. So we already said that they're playing Ottawa Sooners at home next week. And then for the final game of the regular season, they'll be taking on the Windsor AKO Fratmen. That last game might decide who finishes first in that league. It's kind of a nail biter in the Ontario Conference for 1st and 2nd there. In terms of the Colts, playing Regina Thunder next week, and then the final game against the Edmonton Wildcats. I believe Calgary won their first game against the Wildcats 18-10 here at home. So Calgary looking to do something similar to end their season. They go up to Edmonton. We're back underway here with Calgary taking the ball at the 4-yard line, 1st and goal. Wasdal looking to punch it in. Hands it off to Rose. Rose makes one move, makes another, and into the end zone. Touchdown, Calgary.
It was a pretty impressive run by Landon.
Great little run by Rose. They're able to bounce off and evade 2 tackles, plus push through the one final guy right on the goal line, and Calgary goes up 49-0. Looks like a couple players are injured on either side. The Calgary Colt team member limping to the sideline, and then also a Beefeater down again as well. On the London side, that's Jaden Baker-Francis. But Calgary will take the points, threaten to put up another 2 here if they stay consistent with what they've been doing. But it looks like they might have their field goal team out there.
Yeah, they might put it to an even 50.
Yeah, nice round number.
Right.
So good job by Calgary. A couple big plays there to push into the end zone. I'll update so the score for you again, 49-0 for Calgary. 8:20 left to go here in the third quarter. It sounds like the London Beefeaters had the chance to just use running time here in the last half of the game, but opted to play the game as scheduled. So London will continue to put their squads out there, hoping to put some points on the board and maybe just use this as kind of real live practice for next upcoming games. And these interconference matchups, they do count in the standings. So London will most likely go down a game here to Ottawa. Calgary's field goal unit is out. And just trying to organize the members of that offensive line there. And there's the whistle. Colts get into position. The snap, the hold, the kick, and it's good. So add one more for the Calgary Colts there. It's an even 50. And London will get the ball back and see what they can do. Just seems like there's nothing really that the Calgary Colts can't do this game.
Yeah, it seemed to be moving pretty good. Seemed like their scouting report was accurate on them.
So Spencer Bowman will be out and try and put London on the board here. At this point, I'm not sure what else you can do from a London perspective in terms of maybe replacing players or trying to... I don't think it's a lack of motivation. I think London's just being outplayed here in every facet of the game. So we'll see if the London coaching staff has any words of encouragement. Looks like they're kind of holding court over there on the far sideline, talking with a couple of the players, but...
And by the looks of things, it looks like Dylan Minchell's night is shut down for the rest of the night.
There you go. So Minchell will take the rest of the game off, so we'll probably see Rose at that running back position, unless Calgary has some more depth that they want to use.
They got a few more running backs, so we'll see what happens.
The officials just getting ready. Ball placed on the 35-yard line for the kick here.
Officials in position now.
And here's the kick. It's a good one. Back to about the 20-yard line. London brings it out, trying to cut to that far side, and then wrapped up at about the 22-yard line. So good job on Calgary special team to get back there on a solid kick and place the Londons back deep into their own zone. Just under 8 minutes left to go here in the third quarter. Calgary still up 50-0. We'll see what Bowman's looking to do here. He does have a couple of receivers that he's targeted before. Nick House has made a few catches for London, so we'll see if they go back to him. There's the snap. Opting to go to the air under pressure and rolls out to the right side. Trying to look for a target, throws it, and tricky throw. Again, well defended by Calgary. Not sure if that was a set play with the quarterback rolling out as far as he did there. So, an incomplete pass. We'll go 2nd and 10.
And there's a few Calgary Colts that are now out of their equipment and in their street clothes. There you go.
So their nights are, and their days are over. Calgary sitting in a comfortable position to take this game. Another London Beefeater taking a knee there after that play. That looks like it is Tyler Lovell, so an offensive lineman for London. As we have a moment here, and just thank some of the sponsors that make sure that Colt football can happen. Big Kahuna, the Calgary Stampeders, the Calgary Stampeders Foundation, a couple of football organizations including Calgary and Area Midget Football, Calgary Bantam Football, as well as Orange Ambition, RGO Products, the University of Calgary Dinos, who played here last night, the Eclectic Shot Photography, Suntran Group of Companies, Horizon North, Vagabond Calgary, who has a great deal. If you do make it down to one of these games here, one of the home games, you can take your ticket and receive $15 or 15% off your bill. Will Snipes and Corner Boy Productions, New West Truck Center, Spalumbo's Planet Foods, the home of the Calgary Colts is the Edge School Performance, Edge 360, and John Haverstock and his team at McMahon Stadium. The Colts get to play all their home games this season. So the officials having a conference on the 35 or 25-yard line there.
I believe London called the timeout.
Yeah, London called the timeout there. Officials having a sprint. And number 12, there you go, a little bit of the workout for the officials there. So, as the timeout comes to an end, Calgary defense takes the field. It will be 2nd and 10 for London here on their own 24-yard line. Looking to hopefully get a first down and put together some sort of offensive drive. Really hasn't been any threat, any close plays near the end zone.
Looks like number 11 for the Colts is warming up at quarterback.
So number 11, that will be Dylan Pye. We have not seen him take any snaps, at least here at home.
No, that would be his first start of the season, or first appearance of the season at quarterback.
So, warming up there. Again, Bailey Wasdall will be leaving the team. London makes a little bit of a run, maybe a gain of a yard, and so they'll punt the ball away. So Bailey Wasdall will be leaving at the end of the season, so yeah, Dylan Pye might have an opportunity to take that job.
Converted receiver.
Has a good mindset as to where he'd like the ball placed as a receiver. Hopefully he can do the same thing as a quarterback there. And of course, there's always a chance of new players coming in from the recruitment system and playing with the Calgary Colts here. So, London's punting team will come out. They'll be punting deep in their own territory, both the 12-yard line.
There's a fake punt.
And passes it over, and not quite a first down. I like the idea. Down by 50 here, you're going to take a shot. But now Calgary's going to come out with outstanding field position, and you can't help but think the Colts are going to
well, it looks like they did catch him napping.
Yep.
But not quite enough.
So that was for London, number 12, Spencer. So actually, it was Spencer Bowman because he is their punter as well as their quarterback. So if you have that sort of position,
well, it's a great dual threat.
Yeah, might as well give it a shot. So Calgary Colts taking over here. Is that Pye that's in for quarterback now?
Looks to be that way.
High snap, hands it off, and that will be a loss of about 3 yards on the first snap.
Number 32, the ball carrier.
Brad Hillier. So again, a few names that we don't see in the regular offensive lineup here. Getting some playing time. Just under 4 minutes left to go here in the third quarter. Calgary still up 50-0. High breaks the huddle. 5 yards back of center. Calling out instructions to his receivers. He's got 3 to the wide side. He's looking to the closer side and just overthrown. A little bit of a dangerous pass there as there's coverage coming in intended for Noah Williams, it looked like. Bennett Thompson, the intended receiver. Calgary swapping out here as it will be third and 12, so I think they'll be...
Bennett, of course, is one of the receivers practicing with the Stampeders.
There you go. So, here's the punt. End over end lands at the 20-yard line and bounces. There's a flag there.
Should be a couple of them.
It's a tough spot to punt from.
Yeah, you got to a little choke up a little bit. Sometimes you choke up a little too much, just kind of like in my golf game.
Yep. So, London's offense will come back here. Dylan Pye's first series doesn't result in any points on the board, but...
It looks like the offense is back on the field.
I might get to replay this. See, the officials are still having words with each other. And a little bit of confusion. The Colts offense runs off the field.
So offsetting penalties, it looks like, and the Beefeaters will have the football.
So London will take over at their own 10-yard line. Spencer Bowman in for quarterback. This clock gets underway here. Minute 20 left to go in the third. Play clock ticking down. They haven't broken the huddle yet. And there they go. Clock's down to 5. And snapped.
Barely
Looked
got
like
that.
they got it off in time. That was maybe a little generous from the officials there.
Yeah.
Just giving them an extra half second to get the play off, but resulted in no yards.
I don't know if they give them an A for effort because they took so long, but...
Yep. So London will regroup here. 2nd and 10 on their own 10-yard line, so in danger of giving the all the way to Calgary with good field position to end this third quarter. A little bit of a low snap, plants his feet, throws over, and he's got a receiver there. Brought down at about the 20, or about the 16-yard line. I think that was number 46. Not sure who made the reception there. But London's able to get close to a first down, but not quite. They'll be about a yard short, so they'll bring their punting team out. 3 seconds left to go in the quarter. See if London tries any trickery on this play here with only a yard to go.
Looks like the Calgary defense is on their toes here.
Yeah, and it looks like London was...
Oh, that's not going to count. There's the penalty.
So penalty...
Probably no end
there.
or something like that. You have to have 7 guys on the line of scrimmage.
So London looked like they were looking to fake the punt again. Procedure on London. Push him back 5 yards.
Yeah, legal procedure, no end.
So it will be third and 7 on the 13-yard line.
Imagine they'll just take a safety here, go into the 4th.
And this is Spencer Bowman. Goes back and looked for a second like he was thinking of doing something else, but take the safety and 2 more for the Colts. 52-0 over London Beefeaters here. So Calgary will get the ball back. As we go into the 4th and final quarter of this, what is the final Calgary Colts game of the year, or home game of the year. A couple more games on the road left. And we should probably see some more bodies subbed in here for the Calgary Colts. Get some other players some playing time here.
And looks like they're going to opt for the kickoff.
Probably be another one of those scenarios where they want to get some practice in, give their returners an opportunity to make a couple plays. Looks like a very relaxed atmosphere, just taking a look at the Calgary Colts bench. Like we mentioned, a few players out of their uniforms. Their days are done. And London looks like the bench is basically just almost emptied out. There's a few players just grabbing a seat, but morale must be low for them.
There's a couple lying down.
Again, this game follows the formula that we've seen in these interconference games that have started this year. If this score stands, then Calgary will make it a perfect 6-0 with Prairie teams beating Ontario. Be interesting to see what the league decides to do next year. And you do have the BC Football Conference as well.
And I believe that's the idea, is they want to rotate it around.
I think it's one of those things. There's a lot of transplants from Ontario that live out here in Alberta, and giving them a chance to come in and cheer for maybe a hometown team. Got a little bit more interest in junior football in the city.
Yeah, it's all about the grassroots. And at the end of the day, with junior football, it's all about the players.
The Calgary players have definitely put on a show today. Defense, offense, special teams. Special teams here getting a chance to make a play.
Just waiting for the clock to finish running, and then we should be good to go.
And we're going to be kicking off the 4th quarter here with London kicking away to Calgary. Officials taking their final count. Looks like the required number of players are on the field. Whistle blows, and London's ready to kick off. There's the kick. Short one, and caught by
Ethan Mahoney.
Mahoney, who was on the sideline. Nice catch there. Didn't have to even move his feet.
Getting some props from his teammates.
So, Calgary's offense will take to the field. Get an idea as to who's going to be playing here. Looks like a 5-yard penalty on Calgary, or on London, so Calgary will take it from their own 50-yard line. Dylan Pye back in the game, so his second series in the CJFL here. Hands it off, and down just past center field there.
Another run for Hillier.
So, Hillier getting some time. Calgary. You know, as Dylan Pye wants to get this offense going, he'd love to get a first down, stay on the field a little bit longer. And he showed the team not only for rest of this season, but maybe next season he's able to be the pivot for the Colts. He's going to keep it himself, running it to the far sideline, and just before line of scrimmage makes a throw, he has a catch, and Colts move it all the way down to about the 30-yard line.
That was number 15, Tariq Anderson again.
So, Pye targeting Tariq there for positive yardage, and that's a great first down for the Calgary offense here in the fourth quarter. That all breaks. London trying to figure out who they're covering here. So Dylan Pye hands it off. Flag in the backfield and right down near the first-yard line.
And that's James De La Reyes.
So I think that's his first touch of the game. Makes it a good one and brings it close to a first down for Calgary, and it'd be about the 22-yard line. Let's see where they spot it.
Unfortunately, it won't count.
Gonna bring it back.
I believe there's a hold on the call.
So we'll be first and long for Calgary here. 20 yards to go. Ball is placed on the 42-yard line. So Pye with a little bit of a longer field here to get the first down and push deeper into Beefeaters territory. 3 receivers to the near side here. Passes and leaping grab. That was Blake Johnson making a nice catch.
I believe that's his first catch of the year.
There you go. So a couple firsts for Calgary players here. Again, Colts are up 52-0 over the London Beefeaters. 12 minutes left to go in the game. So a good chance for Calgary to sub out some players. It will be 2nd and 12 on the 34-yard line. By calling out instructions to both sides of his receiving core, empties the backfield, bobbles the ball, is able to make a short little pass right down midfield, and a couple yards, it'll be close to a first down. I think the officials are going to mark it just short.
Yeah, they're too short, but nice, well-executed screenplay.
That was Blake Johnson again. So this could be one of those things that you could see them on these pairings that you could see matching up throughout next season possibly. So third and 1. That's a long one. So
field goal unit comes on.
Looks to do field goal potential here.
Looks like the number 2 team field goal unit.
Bailey Wasdall's out on the field here. He's going to be the holder here. The kick. And it's good. So, 55 for Calgary. They extend their lead here.
And looks like London has opted for the running time in the 4th.
So, we will have 10:30 left to go here in the game, and we're just going to run the clock out. Give London a chance here to get their offense on the field and maybe run some things that they've been wanting to do in practice.
And they got a long road trip ahead of them, so
they're heading up to Edmonton.
I believe I heard they're heading up to Edmonton and then flying out of Edmonton.
There you go. Back to London for a home game next week. We are in week 6 of the
week 8 of the CJFL season.
Week 8 of I believe week 6 for Ontario.
And
slightly different schedules.
The BCFC plays 2 more games.
There you go.
They have a 10-week schedule, or the PFC has an 8.
And with these interconference matchups, it might be trying to get some of the teams on the same page and create more unity across Canada for junior football.
Definitely, that's always the case.
So, London with the ball in 35, able to pick up about 8 yards on that run.
Looks like a new running back, number 22.
So number 22 for London, Brandon Shave, getting in for London.
Nice little run.
So, 2nd and 2 from the 43-yard line. London with the chance to get a first down here. Spencer Bowman in for quarterback. No one in the backfield for him. 5 receivers to that wide side. Low snap, and he'll just
I just dribbled to him.
Dive on the ball.
That was smart heads up to see.
Yep. And London could use a little bit more practice on the center position there. A couple high snaps and low snaps, and not giving the quarterbacks a great chance to plant their feet and make a play. But also have a Beefeater down on the ground here. But even with that snap, Calgary takes a penalty, and it will be first down. London takes the ball at the 48-yard line. Still have a player down here. Like we mentioned, the London will be taking Ottawa next game. They're taking on Ottawa next game, 4th place Ottawa Sooners, who I believe are losing in their matchup as of right now. Still have an injured player down there.
And they did stop the clock for this. So.
Yep. So 8:38 left to go in the game. Calgary still up 55.
This nail biter.
Yep. Calgary's had a few close games early on this season, and the last couple have been one-sided. This one obviously in favor of Calgary.
Fortunately, we're having some video problems.
I'll bring you the audio call for the last 8 minutes and 30 seconds of this game. Following with the snap, catch, and there's flags on the play on both sides of the field there. Looks like that was intended for Colin Gillen, but not able to come up with it, and officials throw a flag, so we'll see what happens here. Spencer Bowman hasn't made any starts for London, so him getting into this game is a good thing. Clark McCallum taking all the games. Completion percentage of 67.2, but he was knocked out of the game. See if Bowman can make something happen for London. I think at this point it's kind of a pride factor. They'd like to get a point on the board at some point here.
You got trips to the left. Single back.
And another botched punt, and Bowman's forced to pick it up off the turf and throw it over to the sidelines.
It'll be third down.
Tough play, so nothing happening for London on that one. Clock still running. We're down to 7 minutes now. Take a look. Spencer Bowman has a couple plays at different possessions. Rushing, he's had 1 attempt for 12 yards. And then on the receiving side as well, he's played 5 games, 13 receptions for 233. So Bowman's actually their 3rd highest receiver in terms of yards. So definitely a talented player there, getting some time at quarterback, former receiver. So London will punt it away to the near sidelines, caught at the 35-yard line. Run out to the middle on the hash marks, and then wrapped up by a couple Beefeaters there. That's Noah Williams with the reception. Calgary's offense will come out. 6 minutes left to go on the clock. Calgary Colts bench looking quite comfortable as of right now. Players coming off and congratulating each other on a well-played game. Really, there hasn't been any part of the Calgary game that hasn't clicked today. London, I'm sure, will have a long trip home and a few things to work on before the end of their season. Calgary hands it off. That's number 30, Omari Fraser. Great run.
Big 20-yard run by Omari Fraser.
So he's able to push into London territory, and Calgary looking to put a couple more points on the board here. When it comes to rushing yards, Omari Fraser's only had 1 attempt for 1 yard, so he's getting a little bit more playing time here.
He's played more of a fullback role this season.
So Dylan Pye is going to hand it off again, and another good run by Calgary. You cut to the middle, and that will be another first down for Calgary, back-to-back here.
Number 24, another running back.
So, good job by Isaac Argyle. Or Aggie.
Argyle.
Argyle? So Argyle getting in. Another running back with no yards so far on this season, so getting a chance to play that position. By looking to run it again. And flags fly deep in the backfield, but Calgary's able to push through. Good job by Thad Wayne Kian.
Number 31.
He's pushing through. We do have a flag that was in the backfield there. Another one on the near sideline. See if it's on the defense. Dance. Penalty declined. It was on London, so Calgary will take the yards. I believe that was a timeout called. 3:44 left to go. Again, London opting to keep the clock rolling here, but Beefeater taking a knee. So Calgary will keep their offense on there. Get a little bit of water for the last couple minutes of this game.
And we'll be right back. And we're back.
So it looks like Pye left the field there, and try and get an idea as to who's in for quarterback now for the Colts. Fumble, and I think that's recovered by London. So late here in the game, 3 minutes left to go, and London is able to recover. We'll see what the officials call here.
Looks like it's Scott Haig at quarterback.
I don't think he's had any playing time at that position this year.
Having some hardware malfunctions.
So, looks like Calgary was able to hold on to that one. So they're going to go for a field goal here. From the 36-yard line, a little bit of a botch snap, and the kick is good. That was not the smoothest field goal we've seen today. As
seemed like the snap took 10 minutes to get there.
Yeah, and London was able to get a player in on the kicker, but Calgary goes up 58-0 over London.
2 minutes running time left.
So we'll continue the clock going here. Is there any pressure on the Calgary defense to keep this a shutout?
At this point, yes. I would definitely say so.
For it to be a true complete game, defense have to keep London off the board here on what should probably be the final possession. So, there's the snap. London going downfield, and they have a catch.
Be about a minute left. 1:20 in running.
Nice reception by Quinn Johnson there. I got a first down.
Minute 10 left.
Just clicking down here. You can see London maybe trying to take a shot deep. There's a snap, one-handed grab on the snap, and kind of a tricky throw to the near sideline, and that is knocked out of bounds.
And 50 seconds left running, so they might get 2 plays in, maybe.
2nd and 10. Calgary bench, most of them on their feet right near the sideline. Excited to see this game come to an end and congratulate the players on a game well played.
And 30 seconds left in the game.
So might get 2 plays here.
At this point, I don't think they are. I think this is the last play of the game.
There's a snap. It's high. Run on the ground. Not going to be much there.
And they'll probably give him 1 more.
Clock will tick down to 0 here.
And it's Calgary football.
And I believe they'll call it here. Maybe give Calgary a play.
Showing 2 seconds left on the clock. And looks like they're going to go in the old victory formation.
So, with the score being 58-0 for Calgary, they'll look to take a knee here. With 2 seconds left to go. The snap, and it's a knee.
And that's the ball game.
And Calgary wins decidedly 58-0 over London Beefeaters. And that's it for the Calgary Colts home season. They'll have 2 more games on the road here. London will head back out to Ontario and play the rest. And with that, we thank you for joining the Calgary Colts broadcast.
Be signing off. Thank you very much.